Hello and welcome to the Health Bloom channel, your trusted source for practical, evidence-based wellness tips designed specifically to help you thrive in your golden years, whether you're just starting your fitness journey or looking to enhance what you're already doing. Today, we're exploring a transformative and accessible topic: yoga and Tai Chi for seniors, beginner routines to improve balance and mood. Let's face it, as we age, maintaining stability and a positive mindset becomes increasingly important. According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, 1 in 4 adults aged 65 and older experiences a fall every single year, resulting in over 3 million emergency room visits, thousands of deaths, and a whopping $50 billion in annual medical costs across the United States. On top of that, more than 93% of seniors are managing at least one chronic condition, such as arthritis, heart disease, or diabetes, which can not only limit physical mobility but also take a toll on mental health, leading to increased anxiety, depression, or even cognitive decline. But the great news is that incorporating gentle practices like yoga and Tai Chi into your routine can make a profound difference. Studies from the National Institute on Aging show these activities can reduce your fall risk by up to 25%, alleviate anxiety and depression symptoms by as much as 20% through mindful breathing and movement, and even support brain health by lowering the risk of dementia via improved blood flow and stress reduction. They're low impact, adaptable for any fitness level, and can be done right at home without needing expensive equipment or a gym membership, just a comfortable space, perhaps a sturdy chair, and an open mind. In this detailed 20-minute video, I'll walk you through 5 beginner-friendly yoga and Tai Chi routines, all tailored for seniors and drawn from the latest 2025 guidelines by trusted organizations like the CDC, AARP, and the National Institute on Aging. These routines emphasize safety, gradual progression, and real-world applicability, focusing on improving balance to prevent those costly falls while also enhancing your mood for a more joyful daily life. For each one, we'll dive deep into the science-backed benefits, provide step-by-step instructions with modifications for beginners or those with limited mobility, share essential safety tips to ensure you practice without injury, and include inspiring real-life stories from seniors who've seen remarkable changes. If you're 65 or older, caring for an aging loved one, or simply proactive about healthy aging, this video is crafted just for you. It's empowering, easy to follow, and full of actionable steps to get you moving today. If you're feeling motivated already, please hit that like button to help us reach more seniors, subscribe and turn on notifications for upcoming videos on topics like senior nutrition, fall-proofing your home, or mental health strategies, and drop a comment below. Which routine are you most excited to try, and why? Let's embark on this journey together and discover how yoga and Tai Chi can bring more steadiness, strength, and serenity into your life. Before we get into the hands-on routines, let's quickly overview our top 5 selections, carefully chosen to provide a balanced mix of physical and mental benefits, based on expert recommendations from sources like the CDC's Tai Chi Moving for Better Balance program and AARP's wellness guides. These are multi-component exercises, meaning they target multiple areas at once: balance for stability, flexibility for ease of movement, strength for daily functionality, and mindfulness for emotional well-being, which research shows is the most effective approach for seniors to achieve lasting improvements in overall health and independence. Here's the lineup. Chair yoga for balance and flexibility, a seated routine that's gentle and ideal for absolute beginners or those with joint concerns. Tai Chi flow for fall prevention, slow, flowing movements to build core stability and coordination. Standing yoga poses for strength, upright poses to enhance muscle power and posture. Tai Chi breathing for mood, focused breathwork to calm the mind and reduce stress. Combined yoga, Tai Chi sequence, a blended full body flow that ties everything together for comprehensive benefits. Remember, the key to success is consistency. Start with just 10-15 minutes a few times a week. Listen to your body, and always consult your healthcare provider before beginning, particularly if you have conditions like osteoporosis, recent injuries, or balance disorders. With that in mind, let's move on to our first routine and get you practicing safely and effectively. Our first routine is chair yoga for balance and flexibility, an excellent entry point for seniors, especially if you're dealing with mobility limitations, arthritis, which impacts about 51% of adults over 65, or simply prefer starting seated to build confidence gradually. This routine draws from AARP's beginner yoga programs and helps improve posture, loosen tight muscles and joints, and enhance overall coordination, which can significantly reduce the risk of falls by strengthening the muscles that support your core and lower body. Beyond the physical perks, chair yoga promotes relaxation through controlled breathing, which can lower stress levels and improve mood by releasing endorphins and reducing cortisol, as noted in NIA research on mind-body practices for older adults. It's particularly beneficial for those with back pain or limited range of motion, as it allows full participation without straining. To perform this routine, find a stable, armless chair with a firm seat, like a dining chair, and sit tall with your feet flat on the floor, about hip-width apart, knees bent at 90 degrees, and hands resting on your thighs. Begin with deep breathing to center yourself. Inhale slowly through your nose for a count of 4, filling your belly, then exhale through your mouth for a count of 6, repeating this 3 to 5 times to prepare your body and mind. Now, move into the seated cat-cow pose for spinal flexibility and balance awareness. On an inhale, gently arch your back, lift your chest forward, roll your shoulders back, and gaze slightly upward, feeling the stretch in your front body. This is the cow position. Hold for 2 breaths. On the exhale, round your spine like a cat, tuck your chin toward your chest, draw your belly in, and let your shoulders roll forward, holding for 2 breaths. Repeat this sequence 8-10 times at a slow, comfortable pace, focusing on syncing your movements with your breath to enhance mindfulness and core engagement. Next, transition to the seated side. Stretch to improve lateral balance and open your sides. Raise your right arm overhead, palm facing inward, and gently lean your torso to the left, keeping your left hand on your thigh for support. You should feel a gentle pull along your right side, but avoid twisting. Hold this stretch for 20-30 seconds while breathing deeply, then switch sides and repeat twice per side. Finally, incorporate the seated forward bend for hamstring and lower back flexibility. With feet grounded, inhale to lengthen your spine, then exhale as you hinge forward from your hips, reaching your hands toward your shins or the floor without rounding your back excessively. If it's too intense, keep your hands on your knees. Hold for 30-45 seconds, breathing steadily, and slowly rise back up on an inhale. Do this entire sequence 2-3 times through, taking about 5-7 minutes total. Safety tips. Ensure the chair is on a non-slip surface to prevent sliding. Move slowly to avoid dizziness, especially if you have low blood pressure. If you feel any sharp pain in your back or joints, stop immediately and modify by reducing the range of motion. And for added support, place a pillow behind your lower back if needed. According to AARP, consistent chair yoga can reduce joint pain by up to 20% and improve daily flexibility for activities like bending to tie shoes. A real-life example comes from Mr. John, a 70-year-old retiree from Florida who incorporated chair yoga after undergoing knee surgery that left him hesitant to stand for long periods. Starting with just 10 minutes a day, he noticed reduced arthritis pain in his joints within 2 months, better posture that alleviated his chronic back discomfort, and an overall calmer mood that allowed him to cut back on sleep medications, giving him more energy to play with his grandchildren and enjoy morning walks without fear. Moving on to our second routine, Tai Chi Flow for fall prevention, a series of slow, graceful movements inspired by martial arts traditions and highly recommended by the CDC's Tai Chi Quan Moving for Better Balance program, which has been proven in studies to reduce falls by 25% among older adults through improved leg strength, coordination, and body awareness. This routine is particularly effective for seniors because it emphasizes weight shifting and controlled steps, which enhance proprioception, your body's sense of where it is in space, helping you recover from potential trips or uneven surfaces in daily life. Additionally, the meditative flow promotes a sense of calm, reducing stress and boosting mood by lowering cortisol levels and encouraging mindfulness, as highlighted in AARP's guides on Tai Chi benefits. To begin, stand with your feet shoulder-width apart, knees slightly bent for stability, arms relaxed at your sides, and gaze forward. If standing feels unsteady, you can perform this seated or hold onto a chair or wall for support. Start with a grounding breath. Inhale deeply to center yourself, Then exhale as you soften your knees and imagine rooting your feet into the ground like a tree. Now, move into the wave hands like clouds pose, a classic Tai Chi movement for fluid balance. Shift your weight slowly to your right leg, bending the knee slightly while keeping the left leg straight but not locked. As you do this, raise your arms to chest height with palms facing down, then circle your right hand outward and upward like parting clouds, while your left hand moves downward in a complementary circle. Imagine you're gently waving away tension. Step your left foot to the side to follow the motion, then reverse the direction, shifting weight to the left and circling the arms oppositely. Perform this flowing sequence 8-10 times per side, moving at a snail's pace to focus on smooth transitions and deep breathing. Inhale during the upward circles and exhale on the downward ones, taking about 30-45 seconds per full cycle. Next, incorporate Repulse Monkey, which builds lower body strength and backward balance. From a neutral stance, step back with your right foot, toes pointing slightly outward, as you push your left hand forward at chest level like gently repelling something, while your right hand pulls back to your hip. Keep your weight centered and core engaged. Then alternate by stepping back with the left foot and switching hand positions. Repeat 10-12 times, ensuring each step is deliberate and your posture remains upright without leaning. The entire flow should take 5-7 minutes. Safety tips. Practice on a flat, non-slip floor to avoid tripping. Keep movements small if you're a beginner. No need for wide steps. If you experience dizziness or joint pain, pause and sit down, and consider starting with seated versions. Always warm up with light arm circles before diving in. Healthline reports that practicing these 3 simple Tai Chi moves several times a week can significantly improve balance and stability for older adults. For instance, Mrs. Linda, a 75-year-old widow from Texas, turned to Tai Chi flows after a minor fall in her kitchen that shook her confidence. Committing to 10 minutes daily, she not only prevented further incidents on uneven pavement during walks but also regained the strength to walk her dog without assistance, formed new friendships in a local senior class, and noticed a profound reduction in her daily anxiety, allowing her to enjoy hobbies like gardening with renewed vigor. Our third routine is standing yoga poses for strength, a step up for seniors who are comfortable on their feet and want to build muscle power and posture, aligning with the CDC's recommendation for strength training at least 2 days a week to combat sarcopenia, the age-related loss of muscle mass that affects up to 30% of older adults. These poses target the legs, core, and upper body, improving overall endurance, bone density to prevent osteoporosis, and even cardiovascular health by increasing heart rate slightly during holds, which can reduce heart disease risk by 30% with regular practice. On the mood front, the focus required fosters mindfulness, helping to alleviate symptoms of depression common in seniors. Begin by standing tall with feet hip-width apart, near a wall or chair for optional support. Roll your shoulders back, engage your core lightly, and take a few deep breaths to ground yourself. Start with the tree pose for unilateral balance and leg strength. Shift your weight onto your left foot, pressing it firmly into the floor. Bend your right knee and place the sole of your right foot against your left inner calf or ankle. Avoid the knee joint to prevent strain. With toes pointing down, bring your hands to prayer position at your chest or extend them overhead like branches if stable. Hold for 15-30 seconds while gazing at a fixed point ahead to maintain focus, breathing steadily. Inhale for stability, exhale to release tension. Then switch sides and repeat 2-3 times per leg. If balancing is challenging, keep your toes on the ground for support or use the wall. Next, flow into Warrior 2 for lower body power and hip opening. Step your feet wide apart, about 3-4 feet. Turn your right foot out 90 degrees and left foot in slightly. Bend your right knee so it's stacked over your ankle, keeping the left leg straight. Extend your arms parallel to the floor, palms down, with right arm forward and left back, gazing over your right hand. Hold for 23 seconds, feeling the strength build in your thighs and core, then switch sides. Repeat the sequence 2-3 times, taking 5-7 minutes total. Safety tips. Don't let your knee go past your toes in bends to protect joints. If you have hip issues, shorten your stance. Breathe evenly to avoid holding your breath, which can raise blood pressure, and modify by holding a chair for extra stability. AARP emphasizes that yoga builds strength and flexibility without joint pressure, making it ideal for seniors. Take Mr. Paul, a 68-year-old former office worker from New York, who added standing yoga poses to his morning routine after noticing weakening legs from sedentary retirement. Within a few months, he gained enough lower body strength to climb stairs without fatigue, improved his posture to reduce chronic neck pain, lowered his blood pressure naturally, and felt a surge in self-confidence that encouraged him to pursue light hiking with friends, enriching his social life and overall sense of accomplishment. The fourth routine is Tai Chi Breathing for Mood, a simple yet powerful practice that can be done seated or standing, focusing on controlled breathwork integrated with subtle movements to calm the nervous system and elevate emotional well-being, which is crucial since anxiety and depression affect about 15% of seniors. Drawing from traditional Chinese medicine, this routine helps regulate stress hormones like cortisol, promotes better sleep, and enhances focus, as supported by CDC studies on brain health and mind-body exercises. It's especially helpful for mood because the rhythmic breathing activates the parasympathetic nervous system, fostering relaxation and resilience against daily stressors. To start, sit comfortably in a chair or stand with feet shoulder-width apart, spine straight, shoulders relaxed, and hands resting on your lap or sides. Begin with basic Tai Chi breath. Close your eyes if comfortable, place one hand on your belly and the other on your chest. Inhale deeply through your nose for a slow count of 4, allowing your belly to expand first, diaphragmatic breathing, while keeping your chest relatively still. This engages your core and promotes full oxygen intake. Hold the breath gently for a count of 2 if it feels natural, then exhale slowly through your mouth for a count of 6, feeling your belly contract as you release tension. Repeat this breath cycle 10-15 times, gradually incorporating arm movements. On the inhale, slowly raise your arms out to the sides and up overhead like gathering energy from the earth. On the exhale, lower them palms down as if pressing down waves of calm. Do this enhanced version for 5-7 minutes, focusing on visualizing stress leaving your body with each out breath. Safety tips. Sit if standing causes fatigue. Avoid forceful breathing to prevent hyperventilation. If you feel lightheaded, return to normal breathing. Practice in a quiet, well-ventilated room. And if you have respiratory issues like COPD, consult a doctor for modifications. Example. Mrs. Mary, a 72-year-old from California, turned to Tai Chi breathing after losing her spouse, which left her struggling with grief-induced anxiety. Practicing for just 10 minutes daily, she reported deeper sleep, fewer anxious thoughts, and a renewed sense of peace that allowed her to reconnect with hobbies like reading and volunteering, ultimately improving her emotional outlook and social interactions. Finally, let's tie it all together with our fifth routine, the combined Yoga Tai Chi sequence, a 10-minute holistic flow that blends elements from both practices for comprehensive benefits, as recommended by the NIA for multi-component activities that address physical, mental, and emotional health in one session. This sequence enhances balance through integrated movements, builds strength with mindful holds, increases flexibility via gentle stretches, and uplifts mood with flowing breathwork, making it an efficient way to reduce chronic disease risks and promote overall vitality. Begin seated or standing, taking a moment to center with 3 deep breaths. Start with Chair Yoga's seated cat-cow. Perform 8-10 reps as described earlier, focusing on spinal mobility to warm up. Transition smoothly to Tai Chi's wave hands like clouds. Do 6-8 reps per side, emphasizing weight shifts for balance training. Then, if stable, move into Standing Yoga's tree pose. Hold 20-30 seconds per leg, using support as needed to build leg strength. Follow with Warrior 2. Hold 20 seconds per side for hip and core power. Conclude with Tai Chi breathing. Repeat 8-10 cycles with arm raises, visualizing calm energy flowing through you. The full sequence should flow seamlessly, taking 7-10 minutes. Repeat 2-3 times a week. Safety tips. Transition slowly between poses to maintain control. Use a mat for grip if standing, hydrate before and after, and if combining feels overwhelming, break it into shorter segments. Rosewood Nursing highlights that Tai Chi and yoga play a critical role in fall prevention and quality of life for older adults. A shining example is Mrs. Susan, a 78-year-old from Illinois, who adopted this combined sequence after retirement left her feeling isolated and unsteady. Practicing 3 times weekly, she not only sharpened her balance to navigate her home safely without falls but also experienced less anxiety, better sleep, stronger social bonds through a local group class, and a deeper sense of purpose that motivated her to explore new activities like painting, truly revitalizing her golden years. In summary, these 5 yoga and Tai Chi routines: chair yoga for balance and flexibility, Tai Chi flow for fall prevention, standing yoga poses for strength, Tai Chi breathing for mood, and the combined sequence provide seniors with a versatile toolkit to enhance physical stability, emotional resilience, and overall well-being. Remember, consistency is more important than perfection. Start small, track your progress, and celebrate every step forward. If this video has inspired you to incorporate these practices into your life, please like it to help others discover these benefits. Comment with the routine you'll try first or any questions for future videos. Share it with friends or family to spread the wellness, and subscribe with notifications on for more content like senior nutrition guides or preventive health strategies. Thank you so much for joining me today. Take that first breath, make that first move, and embrace a more balanced, joyful 2025.